Start by clearing the energy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kemetic Tarot with the Nubian Oracle. We're going to go ahead and get into some oracle messages for today. Okay? Ask my benevolent spirit guides, angels, ancestors, angels, and archangels to deliver us with the messages for the collective. I'm going to start off by shuffling. Whoops. These cards did come out, so I'm going to take them. I'm going to start off by shuffling the cards, see what wants to come out. We have expanding inner power. Okay, so we had two cards fall out, trust and pride. So I'm just going to take both of them because they both fell out. At the bottom of the deck, we have befriending pain. So I'm going to start with that there. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. Okay, so this definitely speaks of, befriending pain, befriending discomfort, really stepping into and diving deep into those things that make you uncomfortable as a way to heal your pain. So we have befriending pain right there. I'm going to go ahead and put these cards back. I'm going to take from my Native Spirit deck. Okay, if we can get one card from the Native Spirit deck, please. Okay, so we had one card fall out. And that card is Elder. I'm not too sure if you guys can see that right there. Just 1 second. Let me try and do something here. Let's see if this can clear out some things. So we have the card Elder. Bottom of the deck, we have Song of the Wild. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into some of these meanings here. So we have receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. So this speaks of probably, so we have a little bit of pain that you might have to work through in order to heal. After going through that kind of process, at the end of the tunnel, of course, you're going to be able to experience some kind of joy, some kind of happiness at the end of that, so that you'd be able to tell your story, share your story, so that your pain will become your purpose and you'd be able to inspire others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, right? Sometimes it takes a painful situation that we have to go through that kind of breaks us down. We kind of have a tower moment in order to actually, appreciate the joy and the happiness that we experience. And that's definitely a cliche, not a cliche, but it's a saying that, you can't appreciate the happiness without the pain. So this really speaks to that. Okay, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay, that goes to, that talks about sharing your story, the things that you've gone through in order to kind of inspire others. Pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, right? Because a lot of the times when we experience things and we go through things, we think that we're the only one going through it, that it's an isolated incident, okay, and perhaps that people cannot relate. So Spirit is really calling you to step forward, to step into the pain, into the grief, into the hurt, so that you may come up on the other side and share your story, bear witness to things that happen in life that maybe sometimes only some people experience, and some other experiences, there's a lot more people who can connect to that. But by speaking your truth, speaking your story, still loving yourself regardless, whatever it is that you've experienced, seeing that you are human as well and that other people experience the same thing that you're experiencing, opening up your throat chakra, speaking that through. Okay, trusting that your inner voice will always guide you correctly. Having trust, finding your voice first of all, but having trust that your voice will resonate with other people. So this is definitely speaking to somebody who, if you have some things that you've gone through, Spirit is telling you that you have a story out there. You have a story to be told. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into. We have Elder. Okay, so this card speaks about confidence, right? So entering your power, standing strong, okay, and being a leader. Right? This speaks of stepping into the light, letting your truth be heard and felt by others. So you're being called to make a stand in your life, right? You're being called to be a teacher. You are a teacher. You are a leader, okay? In the deepest sense of the words, you are a beacon for others. You are here to inspire others with the things that you've gone through, with the things that you have experienced, okay? Sharing your story, sharing your voice. You're definitely an elder, a leader, a teacher in the community, okay? So this card speaks about elders and tribal chiefs and clan members, things like that, who people go to for advice, right? So you're being called to actually step into your leadership role. Yeah, this is what this card's about, okay? So this is definitely a message for somebody. You might be, your throat chakra might be blocked. You might be a little bit scared, a little bit worried. Maybe you don't even trust yourself, right? Maybe you don't have that much self-confidence. This card really speaks of confidence, okay? It speaks of confidence, literally speaking, speaking your truth, speaking your confidence, or speaking your truth with confidence, okay? Even if it's hard, right? Even if you're afraid, if there's somebody that you need to stand up to, if there's some truth, if there's some secrets that you've been holding, maybe to protect others, to speak up for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to stand strong in your truth, right? Have conviction in the things that you've experienced and the things that you're able to share with others. Okay, that is how you're going to be able to inspire others. So it's definitely giving me the energy of somebody who's gone through some things, maybe experienced a little bit of trauma. Okay. But you need to how do I say throat chakra, okay, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your story is what I meant to say, reclaiming your story, okay? So this is speaking of you being a leader. So let's take a look at, we have Song of the Wild, okay? So let's take a look at how beautiful. We notice the rainbows, the light, the fields of grass. Kind of reminds me of the prairies, right? We see the beautiful horizons. Okay, so this is talking about how, you need to answer the call of the wild. So you need to take some risks at this point in time, because you need to step into the new horizon of your life. You need to expand the limitations and the boundaries that you could have felt bound to because of your experience. Maybe you weren't able to go through that. Maybe you need a lot of support to go through that. Maybe you feel like you haven't really come out on the other side, or you haven't really healed. But you're being called to, answer the new call of your life, step into new horizons, take on a new journey, okay? Do something new and exciting, expand the limitations and the boundaries that you have that you could possibly have set on yourself, or, due to past experience, set on yourself as well, okay? If you're feeling hesitant right now with this card here, it's a time to try different things, new things that you've always had on your list, on your bucket list. Okay, you might try to even travel, go out into nature, things like that. Spend time out in the fields during sunrise or sunset. Okay, so definitely this speaks about getting out of your comfort zone and pushing beyond your boundaries. Also spending time in nature, in the wilderness. I'm noticing these two cards, you see that they're very much nature focused if you look at the beautiful picture there. Okay. So try, maybe some things haven't been working for you. Try what you've been doing, but perhaps try it in a different way. Maybe just try new things altogether. Maybe you just want new experiences. Okay, but like, life does not need to be stagnant, right? Life does not need to be lackluster. I know that you've experienced some hurt and some pain, some trials and some tribulations. A lot of you guys have been going to court. with people. A lot of you guys have been hurt, betrayed, backstabbed. A lot of you guys really needed to heal. The collective has really, really, really needed to heal. And you might be able to do that in some type of wilderness, maybe perhaps a sweat lodge, going out riding a horse, going out into the prairies. The prairies is such a beautiful place. I definitely resonate with the prairies as well. Going out into nature, into forest, really connecting, and working through your hesitations, the limitations, the boundaries. Okay. So this message is definitely for someone. It's definitely really, really, really beautiful. I'm gonna go in with the Angel Oracle deck, or actually, let's try Numerology. If I can get one card from Numerology deck, please. Numerology, one card. One card from Numerology. Okay, this card wanted to fall out. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries, really embracing that Aries energy. Moving forward with confidence, with a lot of pride. Okay. If you don't feel the trust, show the trust through action. Okay. Just take the steps, just take the actions, just do what you need to do. If you need to go online, if you need to say what you need to say, 12:31 on the clock. If you need to say what you need to say, a lot of times we can show our bravery through our actions. We might not feel it inside. And I mean, that speaks to bravery in entirety. It's not that you don't have the fear there, but it's that despite the fear, you're able to move forward and do the things that you need to do. That speaks of bravery. That is what bravery is. So perhaps, showing the trust in your actions, just doing the thing and then hoping that it will work out later on. Because at this point in time, you are being called. Okay, this is a calling for somebody. 1303, this is a calling for you out there, that despite what it is that you've gone through, love yourself despite everything that you've gone through. Take pride in yourself despite everything that you've gone through, because your story will inspire others. What you've been through is inspiring, and a lot of people can share in your story, and a lot of people can relate and resonate with your story. Okay, you're being called to be an elder at this point in time. Okay, you're being called to answer the call, the song of the wild, sing the song of the wild. Okay, go out there and try new things, try different things, different ways of doing things, different ways of being, and take the action on the things that you want to do. Okay, 13:39 on the clock. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there with you guys. That's definitely a message to answer the call. I think that's very specific. So I'm going to let that be with you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next